Hello, welcome back to Scratch and Farm Models. So today is the first of a series of videos. So I've got a whole box of stuff that I've been getting together for a while. So normally always in my shed I have a box of parts, like old sort of like trailers, chassis and all sorts. And the box is sort of overflowing a little at the moment. So I'm going to start this series of videos, the modification series. The Model Farmer 6710, he did a series of these. So I'm going to do a series of them now. So this first one here, I want to make a bale trailer. Out of this trailer it did have sides, but they must have got broken off at some point. And it did have a hitch, that's also been broken off. So there are a couple of things that we need to fix on it. So to start off with, we will take this off, and it's just a couple of screws on the underside. And it's not going to be a massive bale trailer, but it's not going to be a tiny one either. So that's that off. There's also a screw to get rid of this because that's all plastic rubbish on there. It's supposed to be a jockey wheel, but we'll do our own if we do one. All these screws and bits I'll save, and then that bit I'll save. That lot can go in the bin. We've got this bit of bolster, as you can see, so we're going to have it so it just covers the axle on all sides, so we'll mark it out now. We want a little bit of overhang at the back. So about there, and about there, and we'll mark that and we'll cut that out. So I've got this cut out now, and because I do it on a scroll saw, it can be a bit wiggly on the edges. So we'll sand that down. Doesn't need to be perfect, but just good enough. So that's good enough for what we want. Then that will sit on top like that. And now we'll glue that on. So I'm just going to use Loctite for this, and these 4 bits here where the trailer used to rest, I'm just going to glue them on there. So we'll put a good amount of glue on each of them. And then we'll do it like this, so try and get it about even. And one trick we can always do is that's about 2 centimeters, and that's not even close, so it means we need to move the front over a little more. We go for 1. So we've got that glued on now, and it's as accurate as I'm going to get it. So now we're going to let that dry a bit more. We're going to think about paint, but also I need to think about a headstock. So what I'm probably going to do for the headstock is just have these coming at a slight angle, or I might even do them straight, but I'm not sure yet. We'll figure that out when we get to it. So I've painted it now, well, painted the top of it, so I didn't want to have to paint it around the railings or whatever. And I've also just glued on this hitch, drilled a hole through it and cut this lolly stick down. That will also get painted later. The underside, I've painted a bit of it, but haven't in the middle, but you're not going to see that, so it's not going to matter. And I've just got my finger stuck on Loctite. So I'll work out how I want to do the headstock next. Got the headboards made now. I started doing a bit with a pen, but I'm just going to paint them. So just going to paint them black and also paint up the hitch and a bit this front bit black. So it's looking well. So that's all done now. As you can see, it looks really well, fully loaded. So I've done a bale trailer before, as you can see that one, but it was just too small. I mean, it was alright for the farm at the time, but now it's sort of grown a bit and we've got bigger kit on it now. I needed something a bit bigger, and the Kaner loader does work well, but I also want a second bale trailer and one that takes more than 4 bales. So it looks well like this. You could add another one on top, but you wouldn't because it would look wrong. Sometimes you just see them with two like that in the middle, but because it's a decent sized trailer, you could comfortably do that on it. So obviously it's got all the hitch and all the frame. On the underside I've painted black. I've left the wheels the same. I could have painted them silver, but I think they look okay as they are. I might eventually do that, but to be fair, it should be fine for now. So that's this one done. So thanks for watching. Any questions you have, leave in the comments, and see you again soon.